Hey, welcome back to another tutorial of Python, and in this tutorial, we are going to learn about list. So, what is list? We know that whenever we go to Bazaar or market, we always write down the list of the items that we want to buy. So, those are collection of items, right? So, inside the list over here in Python, there are collection of items. So the list basically comes up with a square brackets, but first we are going to open our Python interpreter, and after that, uh, to symbolize the list, we first give the square brackets, and inside the square brackets we can put our value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a list here from 1 until 5. Alright, let's take a variable, and inside the variable we will save the list. So to do this, let's say list1. Make sure that you are not giving this list because it's a reserved word by Python. So what is reserved word? Reserved words are those which you can't use as a variable and other stuffs, but these are to be used in specific places. So you can't use list as a variable. So we are going to just say list1, and we are gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So inside the list1 variable, we are storing this list. Alright, so let's print out the list, and you can see that it's printed out. And right now, you know that before that, when we were trying to print out the index of any string, it was giving us like we used to give it inside the square bracket, right? So inside the list also we want to print out something, so it works almost the same way. So for example, we want to print out the 3 here, so inside the list it should be treated as the second index from here, 0, 1, 2. So to print out this index, we are gonna say list1, and we are gonna say 2 since it is in second index. And if we click, you can see that the list value, the item value, is printed out. Alright, and also the negative or reverse index also work that way. So you can say list1, for example, we want to print out this value 4, so this should be -1 index, and this one -2. So if we type down -2, it should give us the value 4. So you can see that the 4 is printed out. Alright, so the slicing also worked exactly the same way we did for the string. So the slicing, for example, we want to slice from 2 until 4. So if we want to do that, we are going to take the square bracket, and in the colon, first we are going to tell the inside the first argument we are going to give the index of the first element from where we want to cut off. So it should be 0, 1, so it's 1. And until where? It's until 4, right? So it's 4, so we have to take the index of 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Oh, sorry, 4. So literally it's showing it over here that it's until 5, but the fourth index or the value 5 will always be ignored, and it will cut off until here. So you have to always take an extra index into the second parameter or argument. Alright, if we click enter, it should print out the values 2, 3, 4. You can see that 2, 3, 4 are printed out. Also, you can print out the entire list by clicking this, so which means literally that print out the entire list. Alright, we can do something here. For example, we wanna take a variable called cube, and inside the cube we are gonna take 1 cube, 2 cube, 27, which is 3 cube, 3 to the power 3, and let's take it 65 instead of 64, which is 4 to the power 3, 4 to the power 4. And we are gonna take 125, which is 5 to the power 5. So we have done it. We have done a mistake here intentionally, because later we are going to actually correct it. remember one thing, inside the string we couldn't actually change any index value, but inside the list we can actually change it, because this is something we are privileged with for the what is it, list. And yeah, let's print out it first, cubes. Now we are going to replace this with a new value. To replace this, let's calculate the index here. So it's 0 1 2 3. So let's say cubes 3, and we're gonna give the correct value, which is 64, or 4 to the power 4. So 64, if we give it here right now, it's changed now. If we just click or print out the value of cubes now, it should give us the change value here, so you can see the changes. All right, inside the list you can also add values, like we did concatenation of a string. Over here it's not gonna be concatenation, rather it's gonna be like added value inside the list. To do this, let's say we want to add a value inside this one, which is 6 to the power 6, which is 216. To do this, we are gonna say cubes dot append, which is a method, and we are going to say what's the value we are going to put inside the list. So it should be 216, which is 6 to the power 6. So if we do it now, this 216 value has been added with this one. To have the proof, let's print it out, so you can see that 216 has been added with this, with the list. Right, now we can do another thing here as well, like 7 to the power 7. So to do this, we are gonna cubes append and 7 to the power 7, and it should add the value of 7 to the power 7 here. And if we print out it, you can see the value here. It's a big value, but yeah, it's 7 to the power 7. All right, so we have done with the integer value, which is normal numeric digit. So we can actually do something like string, or we can put anything inside the list, as long as it is maintaining the standard of the list. So we are going to take string values inside the letters. So to do this, let's say string list equals, and we are going to say A, B, C, D, E. Okay, always put the quote, single quote. Alright, we have taken 5 values. Click enter and print out string list. So it should give us the value of the list. I think that's all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to learn about list more. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. If you enjoyed that tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and always give a thumbs up into the video. Also, if you have any question, comment into the comment section. See you into the next tutorial. Bye bye.